Parshas Vayeishev, Tov Shin Pei Beis. We're just a couple of days before the beautiful Yom Tov of Hanukkah. Very, very exciting week coming up. So we're going to speak about the parsha, and we'll try to get in a little lesson for Hanukkah too. The Torah tells us in the parsha that when Yosef worked in the house of Potiphar, he had a lot of very, very special hatzlacha. Whatever Yosef did, he succeeded, and the Torah tells us that. And it was actually very noticeable to his masters that Yosef had this certain factor that whatever he wanted to happen, whatever he wanted to do, he was very successful at what he did. It was very noticeable that Hashem was always with Yosef. And the Ramban tells us that when Yosef would be working, he would always be mumbling. He would be mumbling something. And what was Yosef always saying? He was always saying, Shivisi Hashem lenegdi samid. That I always have Hashem before my eyes. I always have Hashem before me. Nothing is me, nothing is you, nothing is anything else. That whatever I do is by the will of Hashem, in the way of Hashem. Yosef HaTzadik, he always saw HaKadosh Baruch Hu right in front of him. And Chazal tell us that when his master would order a drink, whatever type of drink he wanted, now I'm not such a drink connoisseur, I don't know all the different mixes of drinks and things, but I assume it's a little complicated sometimes to make different drinks, but Chazal tell us something just a little more pashut, that if the master wanted a hot drink, Yosef would say a few prayers and he would say something and it would be a hot drink. And if the master said, today I don't want it, so I'll take it lukewarm today, no problem. That's even better, no problem. I could pull that off too. And it always seemed to come out the way Yosef wanted it. And the Mefarshim say that his masters in Mitzrayim, they thought, they saw Yosef mumbling. Mitzrayim was known for magic. Mitzrayim was known for kishuf, that they were able to pull off things by doing magic. So they thought Yosef was one of the boys. Yosef had learned all the good lessons of Mitzrayim, and they sort of felt like, Yosef, what are you bringing magic to Mitzrayim? I mean, we're pretty proficient in that. We know how to do all of that stuff. So they thought Yosef was practicing magic. So the Torah tells us that the Mitzrayim were actually able to see the Shechina above Yosef. And the Ramban says that L'kavod, this tzaddik, L'kavod the tzaddik Yosef, imagine that the Mitzrayim, the master of Yosef, was zoicha to see the Shechina. Okay, so the Mefarshim speak about that. What do you mean? He saw the Shechina, what kind of madrega you have to be on to see the Shechina. So they say that maybe he saw it in a dream or he saw it in a cloud. But the bottom line is, the Torah tells us, Vayar Adonov ki Hashem itoi. And when the Torah says Vayar Adonov, that he saw, and he saw that Hashem was with Yosef, the Torah is telling you that he saw. He actually saw, or somehow saw, the Shechina was around Yosef. So the Nesivos Shalom tells us that we have to learn something from here. And as we always say, the Torah is not a storybook. Torah doesn't just tell us mises or stories that happened thousands of years ago. The Nesivos Shalom says that there's a lesson, as there always is. There's a lesson that we have to learn, and the Torah is teaching us here an important way of life, and something that's kedai for every person to know. And the lesson here is that no matter what you do in life, no matter what you're up to, no matter what your business is, no matter how you go about your day, no matter what you're doing at this point of your life, you must keep your mind on Hashem. And it's not just that you have to keep your mind on Hashem and understand that it's not you, that Hashem is doing everything, but we see from the parsha here that if a person accredits his success and a person understands and speaks about Hashem and thinks about Hashem and understands that everything that happens is only because of Hashem, the Torah tells you what you become. And you know what you become? You become an Ish Matzliach. Everybody wants to be that. Everybody wants to be, but not just a person that has Hatzlacha. You become an Ish Matzliach, a very successful person. Why? And the Torah tells us why. Torah says because Hashem itoy. You keep Hashem with you. The more you are connected to Hashem, the more you keep your mind on Hashem, the more Hatzlacha you will have. You could try it. It's the Torah is telling you that this is the lesson. This is what Yosef did, and this is what you have to try to do. It's a direct connection and outcome. The more you keep Hashem with you, the more you understand that Hashem is with you at all times and directing you and helping you along, the more Hatzlacha you're going to have. And the Nesivos Shalom tells, okay, so everybody wants to know, how do you connect to Hashem? It's not easy for everybody. It's not an easy task. For some people, it's easier than for other people. It says in the Nesivos Shalom, I'll give you a good eitzah. You want to know how you get connected to Hashem? A good way to connect, if it isn't always easy for you to do it yourself, is to be close to a group of people that are Yirei Hashem. Try to hang around as much as you can with good people. And not only to hang around with good people, but the more friends and acquaintances you have, the better you are. Why? Because among your group, if you're friends with 100 people, so you could pretty much assume, and you're pretty much assured that within that group of 100 people, there are some people that are very connected to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. In Ruchnius ways, there are people in every group you're going to have. So the more friends you have, the more chance you have of being connected. And through your friends, and through your Rabbeim, and through people that you consider good, that you hang around with, there's always going to be people in the group who are connected. And it's for this reason, it says in the Nesivos Shalom, that by Hasidim, they always find it important to get together in groups. You wonder why Hasidim stick together. You make a party, right? You make a masiba. Thousands of people come. Everybody always wants to be together. And they stick together as a group. They stick together with the Rebbe. They stick together with a tzaddik. And it's for this reason. That's the reason, it says in Nesivos Shalom. You connect yourself to a tzaddik. And with that tzaddik, there's thousands of Hasidim around you. So you definitely have people in there that are connected to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So now it's a conduit. You are now, through your friends, through your Rabbeim, you're connected to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So even if you yourself are a bit disconnected at this moment in time, and not everybody is always purely connected, even if you're a little bit disconnected at this moment in time, there's always going to be the people in the group that are going to make that connection for you. They're going to be connected. And the Nesivos Shalom tells us, especially a special time that's mesugel for this, especially on Shabbos. Shabbos, we know, Gemara tells us, Chazal tell us, that there's 7 days in a week. So everybody wants a partner. So Sunday was told, you know who your partner is? Sunday, your partner is Monday. And Tuesday was told, you know who your partner is? You want a partner? Your partner is Wednesday. And Thursday's partner is Friday. So what about Shabbos? Shabbos is all alone. Who's Shabbos' partner? Who's Shabbos going to go with? So HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, Knesses Yisrael Yeh Ben Zukcha. Knesses Yisrael, which Pashut Pshat means Klal Yisrael, is going to be the partner of Shabbos. Says in the Nesivos Shalom that we could say a little different in the words, Knesses Yisrael Yeh Ben Zukcha. We could translate it to mean Knesses Yisrael, the ingathering of Yidden. When Yidden are ba'achdus and they get together, that's the partner of Shabbos. So on Shabbos especially, it's mesugel for people to get together. Friends get together, we learn together. We have a Nesivos Shalom share on Friday night, which some people in this room come to. So people get together on Shabbos, and that is the partner of Klal Yisrael. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants to see that. The gathering of Yidden together is the partner of Shabbos. And the essence of Shabbos is what? The essence of Shabbos is Dveikus B'Hashem. Even the term, someone being a Mechalel Shabbos, of course, the word Chilul could also mean a violation or desecration of Shabbos, but it's also Mechalel Shabbos means you're making a hole through the Shabbos. Shabbos is what makes it, brings it whole, W-H-O-L-E, makes it whole, Klal Yisrael and Shabbos together. But if someone who's Mechal Shabbos drives a hole through that, you take away from the connection between HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Shabbos, and Klal Yisrael. So the answer is that on Shabbos, we want to get together with as many people we can who are connected to Hashem. So Yosef taught us how it's so very advantageous to us to get together. It gives you, when you are getting together with Chaverim, with Tzadikim, and you connect HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Yosef is showing us, you want to be successful in business, you want to be successful in your relationships, you want to be successful in life, connect yourself to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Everything is Baruch Hashem, Yirtz Hashem, with the will of Hashem. That's the way a Yid lives. And part of living with HaKadosh Baruch Hu is creating a place in your home that makes the Shekhinah feel welcome there. You want HaKadosh Baruch Hu to be around you. You want Hashem with you. So you need to create an atmosphere that makes Hashem feel welcome. The Gemara in Masechta Shabbos, Daf Chaf Aleph Amud Beis, the Gemara that talks about Chanukah, Gemara tells us that the mitzvah of Chanukah is Ner Ish Ubeisai. That's the Iker mitzvah of Chanukah, Ner Ish Ubeisai. And you could, if you look, you see it does not say Ner L'Kol Habayis. The Gemara uses a lashon of Ner Ish Ubeisai. Because Chanukah, by definition, we know the definition of Chanukah is rededication, his chachas, renewal. You have a time, it's a time of renewal. There's renewal in the air. Chanukah's habayis, right? Renewal, you're rededicating. You're renewing your home. So Ner Ishu Beisai tells us it's a lashon about your house. That you want to connect. You want to know what Chanukah is all about. You want to renew yourself. So it's Ner Ishu Beisai. Keep an eye on your house. Your house is the place that has to become a welcoming place for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And if there are things in your home that impede that connection, then Chanukah is the time for renewal and rededication. Now's the time to rethink what you do in your home. And when Hashem is comfortable in your home, then He'll be there. And will create the opportunities for you to be with HaKadosh Baruch Hu and open up great chances for you for Hatzlacha. And the Mahadrim, we know, the next level of lighting Neres for Chanukah is Ner L'chol Echad Ve'echad. It says in Nesivos Shalom, beautiful thing. Ner Ishu Beisai means that it revolves around your house. You have to create a place in your house where the Shekhinah is comfortable. But the next step up, the Mahadrin is Ner L'kol Echad Ve'echad. Don't depend on someone else to do it for you. Let them take care of their job. You have to do, each person in the house has to understand that if everybody works on a little thing themselves, don't look at anybody else, don't worry about everybody else. Most people, when you tell them that things have to be fixed in Klal Yisrael, things have to be fixed around, they're always looking out. Everybody else. Me, I'm always perfect, right? But everybody else we're going to look at. Says in Nesivos Shalom, the Mahadrin is Ner L'kol Echad Ve'echad. Each and individual person. So you're looking to be connected to Hashem. You're looking to have more Hatzlacha in your life. Look inward. L'kol Echad Ve'echad. Look at yourself. Chanukah is a time where we are able to, where everybody should be involved in creating and renewing the connection with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And that's what Yosef taught us. The more connected you are to Hashem, especially on Shabbos, especially with your friends, especially with your family, the more connected you are, the more Hatzlacha you're guaranteed. Give it a try. The Torah tells us to do that. Wish you a good Shabbos and a Freilich Chanukah.